This week at work, I want to share some insights on succession, whether it be to family members or whether it be to a senior leadership team. The stats are terrible. When a business passes from one generation to the next and then to the second and third and fourth thereafter, globally, only around 30% of businesses moving from the founding generation to the next generation succeed. Thereafter, from that generation to the next, around 12% succeed. And after that, it is dire. It's as low as 3.2%. It is a terrible outcome. So when I hear people boastfully proud about a 100-year legacy or a 150-year legacy, really, what's it worth? Succession mostly fails for two reasons. The first is, it is not that simple. When you succeed responsibilities from one generation to the next, there are actually four processes that typically get involved. You're handing over operational responsibilities. How you do that and the extent to which you do it successfully then sets up the next level of handover, and that is managerial responsibility. Thereafter, you have leadership responsibility, and then finally, you have ownership responsibility. I think, and from what I've seen consistently result in failure, is when succession efforts typically stall at either the first stage, after operational handover, or part managerial handover. It puts the successors, in other words, the future leaders of the business, in a very compromised position. They cannot do what they need to do in order to reinvent the business. They can't build the confidence of the team to lead the business in a new direction. And that ultimately results in a complete lack of confidence or erosion of their self-worth and confidence, but more importantly, disrespect from the team. Why should we take you seriously? The second area is where classically, and this happens mostly in family-related businesses, when the full weight of business ownership is not wholly transferred. You typically see it when there's a big property involved. So for example, if the building is owned or the lands are owned in which the business operates, the true cost of the building, of the assets that support the performance of the business or that house the business are never fairly market priced. And when things get tough, there's a relaxation on payment terms. What that then results in is a lazy approach to reinvigorating, resetting, and reigniting a business. And to that extent, it allows the cholesterol of generations gone by to accumulate, build up, and stall the performance of the business as a whole. Rather, create commercial terms around all the aspects of handover and let that business, through the burning bridge platform, under pressure to respond to innovation, to changes in society and in business at large, adapt or die. Food for thought until next week at work.